Ajuri Ngelale, Senior Special Assistant to President Muhammadu Buhari on public matters, has urged Nigerians to expect better performance from the current administration as efforts are in place to revive the power sector. Ngelale, who spoke to News Agency of Nigeria in an interview in Abuja, said President Muhammadu Buhari had engaged processes to ensure that the transformation in Nigeria's power sector is visible to all by 2021.
As it relates to the power sector, Nigerians have earned the right to be skeptical. They were told that, we'd be generating 40,000 megawatts by 2020 and all of that, and that has not happened. So we understand that if government says something about the power sector, Nigerians are very, very skeptical. But we are asking our people to pay attention to what is happening right now. Earlier this year, around July, the federal government signed an MOU with Siemens, a global engineering giant based in Germany, as a fallout of a meeting that was held last August between German Chancellor Angela Merkel and President Muhammadu Buhari in the State House. They agreed that the German government would step in and assist us with the development of our power sector. So what we are telling Nigerians, and we're saying it openly for them to hold us to account, is that by 2021, that's December 2021, by December 2021, we would have increased our distribution capacity from 3,000 megawatts to 7,000 megawatts, which means Nigerians will see more than double the capacity they have been seeing over the last several decades within the next 2 years.
Ngelale said due to some challenges in the sector, Nigerian government is currently focused on distribution.
So Mr. President said, we need to deal with distribution before we touch anything else. Before we talk about other power plants and all of that, let Nigerians be seeing the power that we're actually generating already. While that is going on, as we get towards 2021, we're also building the Ajeokuta to Kaduna to Kano gas pipeline. But along that pipeline, along the AKK pipeline, which is a $2.5 billion pipeline jointly financed by the NNPC and by a Chinese company, is going to be 3 power plants. One in Abuja, one in Kaduna, and one in Kano. Each power plant is going to generate 1,350 megawatts. If you put all of that together, that is, of course, more than 4,000 megawatts of new power. And that is separate from the Mambila hydropower project that's about 3,500 megawatts that we're currently at the end of negotiations with the Chinese government.
While expressing government's excitement at the project, Ngelale reiterated that by 2023, power distribution would have risen to 11,000 megawatts. He maintained that the Siemens deal is 80% funded by the German Export Credit Agency and 20% counterpart funded by the Nigerian government, with no potential for corruption to derail the power project.
So 7,000 distribution by 2021 and 11,000 generation, transmission, and distribution by 2023 under this Siemens deal. It's something we're very excited about. And this deal is 80% funded by the German Export Credit Agency, an export bank that's run by the German government, and 20% counterpart funded by the Nigerian government. So that means that the German Export Credit Agency will pay Siemens directly for the services rendered, and then eventually we will now pay back what is supplied. So all of the supplies are going to be top class, and they're going to be put in place by both German and Nigerian engineers working with Siemens. So there's no potential loophole here for corruption to derail this power project.